Hey everybody, this is Peter with DataBlend, and today I'm going to be walking through the new Query Express. We're going to start off today. You can see we're in a new query. There's a new tab that is labeled Query Express. You still have your old query options with Query Builder, SQL, and parameters, but this Query Express tab is brand new. You'll notice it starts you off with selecting a source and a data target. Both are optional, but typically you're at least going to start with a schema. In some scenarios, you might have a data target that you want to use that's been pre-built. First things first, I'm going to give this query a name. We'll just call this New Query Express. Next up, we're going to choose our schema. I'm going to go with my GL data flat file schema. And for data target, I'm actually going to use one of our pre-builts. Right now we have a few different Sage Intacct targets. This list will be growing. For right now, I'm just going to choose Sage Intacct Journal Entry. And you can see it pre-populates my query with the required fields for Sage Intacct Journal Entry. 6 required fields, so these do need to be included when loading journal entries to Sage Intacct. So these fields just need a mapping from the data source. Pretty easy to do. Really all you have to do is just select from the drop-down menus in your data source schema and just kind of line up the columns. So record number, creating a new journal entry, record number is actually left blank. Description, maybe this is something like department. GL account number, that's typically going to align to an account. Journal symbol, that we can hard code. Posting date will typically be some sort of concatenation of fiscal month and year. And then transaction amount will map to amount. So we got a good start on our mappings, a few things we left blank. What we can do here, each one of these columns has an FX symbol, which allows you to edit the transformation. So if I want to put in a default journal symbol, for example, I can click this FX and you can see it says enter an expression as journal symbol. And you have your full list of expressions that you've always had in DataBlend, just in a little bit of a different format via drop-down menu, plus all of your columns that you can use if you were to use those in this expression as well. I'm simply just going to use a string. So I'm going to search for string in my expressions, and then it gives you the pre-populated statement needed for string, and then you can just overwrite the word string here with what you want it to actually be. So let's say we just want this to go to our general journal, or GJ for short. Click validate and apply, and that one should be all set. Next, we'll move on to posting date, and here we might want to do a concatenation in this example. From here, take our fiscal month and then choose our fiscal year, and that becomes our posting date. Validate and apply that. So I'm just going to make my record number a null record. So in my list of expressions, I'm going to search for null, and I'm going to make this a null literal. Validate and apply. Now I can save my query, and this is the result. So it will take you back to the Query Builder by default, which you still can use to edit anything. It is a backwards compatible Query Builder. And then if you go back to Query Express, you can see here are the changes we made here. You can also add any filters you might want on the data right from here. Same operators you would have in the where section of the original Query Builder. And you can see all the SQL, the raw SQL statement gets populated as well. So everything still works the same, just new UI, a couple new ways to map the data and use the functions, and really excited to have you try this out and provide some feedback. Thank you.